How are you doing? My name is Chad. I'm an athletic training student at Seton Hall. This is my patient, Courtney. Courtney is a softball player who we're trying to get to return to play. We're trying to work on her elbow pronators in this case. So we're going to show you some rehab exercises. We're going to do an isometric exercise, an isotonic exercise, an open and closed kinetic chain exercise, and a functional exercise that's more sport specific. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to discuss with you today is an isometric exercise for the pronator teres and pronator quadratus. Okay, so Courtney here is going to stand facing me. She's going to put her hand out like she wants to shake my hand, just like that. Very good. I'm going to stabilize one hand here. If you had a table, you can use the table as your support as well. I'm going to shake her hand and ask her to squeeze my hand. So squeeze my hand. Very good. Okay, and then what she's going to do is she's going to try and bring her hand in while I try and bring it out. So basically, her muscles are neither contracting nor lengthening in this position, hence the isometric. So I'm going to ask on the count of three, I'm going to have her try and bring her hand in, bring my hand out. So on three, go ahead. Good. Just like that. And I'll hold that for about 5 seconds. You can do about 10 reps of that. We're here now to discuss a isotonic exercise for elbow pronation. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to have Courtney, the patient here, sit next to the ball, okay, with her feet straight out. Okay, you're going to rest your arm on the ball, just like that. Okay, so typically you want to do this on a table if you can, with a chair. But what's important for our case here is that her elbow is in line with her shoulder. And you also want to make sure that their hand is going to be slightly off the ball or the table, whichever you're using. Okay? So I'm going to have her rotate her hand so it's in a neutral position and the thumbs up, just like that. Very good. Okay. Next is the object that you're going to put in. So we want to make sure that we have some sort of object that has a weight at the end of it, whether it's a stick with a weight, or in our case here, we're using a dumbbell. Okay, so you're going to grab the base just like that. Okay, and we're going to go through elbow pronation here, where she's going to slowly bring her hand facing the ground. Okay, and this is the concentric phase of the exercise because it's assisting with pronation. And then she's slowly going to bring her arm back towards supination, which is going to be the deceleration phase there. So that's the eccentric part of this exercise. You can do 3 sets of 10 of this, and one way to make it more difficult would be to increase the weight for this exercise. Okay, so now we're going to go over a closed kinetic chain exercise for elbow pronation. Okay, so I'm having my patient Courtney here. She's going to come around the other side of this bench. Okay, you're going to kneel down. Okay, next to it. Very good. All right, you don't want to be too close. You want to leave a little bit of space between yourself and the bench. You could also use a table in this case if you wanted to be on your feet, or if your patient couldn't drop down to their knees. Okay, so now Corey's going to place her arm on the table with her palm on the table actually, and with her fingers back, just like that. Good. You want to make sure their elbow is fully extended there. Very good. Okay, and you want to make sure they're not going to be using their shoulder in this case. All right, for this exercise. This is going to be a good stretch to do to get your rehab going and really get those pronator muscles engaged. So in this case, what she's going to do, she's going to try and rotate just her elbow in, just like that. Hold that for about 10 seconds, and then relax. Okay, so this is really a good stretch to do, as I said beforehand. Okay, you can do 10 reps, holding for 10 seconds. Just making sure, you want to make sure your patient is not really using their shoulder or their hips to assist with the motion. So now we're going to go over a functional exercise for elbow pronation. Okay. So Courtney, since she is a softball player, we are going to try and get her involved in a movement that's going to help get her back to play as quickly as possible. So we're going to take her through some practice swings with the bat, and we're going to slowly increase and make it more difficult for her. So we have our bat right here. Okay, so Courtney's going to grab the bat in her normal position there. She is a righty, so her right hand's going on top. That's the affected arm in this case. Okay, so we're going to go through simple swings at first, just to kind of get her back involved with that motion. What's key is in the follow through here, she's going to work on her rotation, or her pronation in this case. So go ahead, swing through. Very good. So we're going through these simple swings first, just like that, really focusing on trying to get through that elbow pronation. And then we're going to progress and add a donut or weight to it to make it more challenging. Okay, so then for the last part, we're going to have her try and get into live hitting and get back on the field. The key with doing these functional exercises are that they are sport specific, and that they're in multiple planes, so you're kind of getting into that motion that you're going to deal with in the actual sport.